Comic Army, I'm the Comic Vet. Hope this video finds you safe and well. If you're a first-time visitor to my channel, please consider subscribing. Salute that like button and even leave a comment. Today I want to talk about Spec. It pertains to Tales of Suspense, issue 75. Now this book was released March 1st, 1966, 55 years ago by Marvel Comics. It was written by Stan Lee. The cover was done by Gene Conlon, with interiors also being done by Gene Conlon, Dick Ayers, and Jack the King Kirby. It features a story about Iron Man and a story about Captain America. The reason why it pertains so closely to the Falcon and Winter Soldier is there's two first appearances in this one issue that walk hand in hand with this new Disney Plus series. Let's talk about it. The first character that I want to talk about in this book is Batrocaliber. Now, Batrocaliber is a villain that's been a thorn in the side of Captain America for many, many years in many, many story arcs. Batrocaliber has made his first appearance in the MCU. In the first act of Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier, Batrocaliber, portrayed by Canadian st-pierre, also known to be arguably one of the greatest MMA fighters that ever lived, went hand-to-hand combat with Captain America. It didn't go very well for Batrocaliber, but still we were introduced to that character. Now, aside from that, I had the opportunity to work with GSP privately at a public autograph signing in Toronto shortly after he filmed The Winter Soldier. Now, in the back room, while he was signing autographs privately, I asked GSP about his film experience, and he spoke glowingly of it. He talked about his relationship that he has with Chris Evans and the fact that they communicate all the time now. I asked him, hoping to get an answer, and what I asked him was, "Are you finished portraying Batrocaliber?" And he looked at me and said, "I'm not done with Batroc." And that's all he would talk about when it came to performing as Batrocaliber. With that being said, today we saw that GSP has returned as Batrocaliber. Now, does Batrocaliber have a future in the MCU after the Falcon and Winter Soldier? Well, in fact, there are heavy rumors that Batrocaliber is actually going to be performing in Shang-Chi when he gets his movie that just finished up in San Francisco late last year. With that being said, let's talk about the second character, and the reason why I want to talk about Spec for Tales of Suspense, issue 75. The second character that makes her first appearance in here is Agent 13, better known as Sharon Carter. Now, Sharon Carter has been all over Marvel Comics for the last 55 years. Parts of S.H.I.E.L.D., Captain America stories, Iron Man stories, Avengers stories, all over the place. Now, Agent 13 has shown up in the MCU. Her first appearance was also in Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier. She actually also showed up in Civil War as well. Now, Agent 13 is performed by Canadian Emily Van Camp, who also has top billing in this TV series. And we've seen through the trailer that she does show up, and the fact that she wasn't actually in episode 1, but her name is listed in the top credits, is going to show that she will be throughout this series. Now, we saw what happened with just speculation on characters that actually didn't show up in WandaVision, i.e. Mephisto, and we saw what happened when we had a character in regards to a new form of Vision show up, and what it did for the character's first appearance in West Coast Avengers 45, where now this book went from just, a $5 bin book to now being in a 9.8, being worth over $1,500 US. Now, does this book have an opportunity to get to $1,500 US? I don't know. But the fact that it has two key first appearances that have both been in the MCU, and that I picked this book up for only $60 Canadian, or pardon me, $60 US. And as you can see, it's actually in very good shape for being 55 years old. Comic Army, I think you need to do the same thing before it's simply too late. Go ahead, check out eBay. You can see that there are some ungraded copies for well under $100 that are in decent shape. Now, if you want a 9.8 or a 9.6, you're probably going to pay a hefty penny for it, as those graded books are well over $1,000. Now, it's the mid-grade books, anywhere from a 2.0, pardon me, to a 7.5, where that book is now going to start to skyrocket, in my opinion, because of the fact that the Falcon and Winter Soldier are going to have so many people watching it, just like WandaVision did. Well, Comic Army, it's up to you. I'm getting in on the ground floor. I hope you do too. Anyways, I hope this video finds you safe and well. Comic Army, I'm the Comic Vet. Take care.